I'm going to do the last problem in SB31, number 4. The Gilberts are designing a rectangular patio. The patio has an area of 432 square feet. The width of the patio is 3/4 of its length. If this is the length, the width is 3/4. I have to find what the length is. So I'm going to show you two different ways to do this. If you remember on number 2, I was trying to find 2/3 of a number and see if that worked. This time, I'm going to do it a little differently. I'm going to just divide, okay? So I've got 432. If this is the length, this is 3/4 of the length. Okay, I'm going to do guess and check, but this time I'm just going to divide. I'm going to see if I can find two numbers that work, but I'm going to just start dividing 432. So I'm going to start with 20. Start with 20. Okay. Let's see if that will divide evenly. 20 goes into 40 twice. And I already see a problem. 20 will not go into 32 evenly. So if I did 20, this wouldn't work. So it's a no. Let's go a little higher. Since this ends in a 2, I'm going to try 22. 22 divided by 432. That goes in once. And that, can't think of a number. Let's see, 22 times 9. That's 18. No, that's not close enough. So no, 22 would not work. Okay, I'm going to try 24. That goes in once. I'm going to regroup here. All right, let's see if 24 can go into 192. 24 times, let's try 8. 8 times 4 is 32. 16, 17, 18, 19. Hey, 8 works. Okay, so that didn't work. Let's see, 24 and 18. Now I just need to see if 18 is 3/4 of 24. Is 18 3/4 of 24? I'm going to put that over 1. Cross cancel that. Divide them both by 4. And that equals 18. So check. Looks like my answer is 24. So I would write 24 right here. If you're interested, I'm going to solve for this equation, for this variable. Okay, like I did on the other problem. All right. So how that's going to look is if you have 432 is your area, because area equals length times width, equals the length, and my length I said was 3/4 of my width, but I'm going to use L as the same variable because that's what W is. That's what width is. It's 3/4 of L. I'm going to combine my like terms, and my like terms are 2 L's, and I'll show that with L squared, and it's 3/4 of one of the L's. So I'm going to put that as a multiply. And remember, when you are balancing out your equation or solving for your variable, which happens to be L, you go backwards in your orders of operation. Add and subtract, I don't see any, but I do see multiply and divide. So I'm going to divide 3/4 here. That gets rid of it. I'm going to divide by 3/4 here. So this is going to look like this. 432 divided by 3/4 is going to equal, now all I have left is L squared. I know that I need to, whenever I divide or multiply fractions, I have to have a numerator and a denominator over numerator and denominator. I also know that when I divide fractions, I actually don't. I multiply it, and I find this reciprocal. I keep this number, I change this, and I flip it. Keep, change, flip. Keep, change, flip. Put this over 1. 3 actually does go evenly into 432. Goes in 3. That's a 12 and 4. So I'm going to divide these both by 3, and that will give me 144. And 144 times 4 equals 576. So I'm going to write that a little closer up. Give myself some room. This equals 576 equals L squared. I'm going to find the square root of L, the square root of 576. To find square root, you are going to multiply, okay? I'm going to, or factor, sorry. Think about what two numbers multiply to get that. I'm going to try 12. 576 divided by 12. 12 times 4 is 48. And I know 96 goes in 8 times. So we'll do 48. 12 is 3 and 4. Remember, you're finding all your prime numbers. There's our primes. With 48, I have 6 times 8. 6 is 2 and 3. And 8 is 4 times 2. And there's 2 more 2's. I'm going to find pairs. I have 2 2's here. I'm going to write it down. I have 2 2's here. I'm going to write them down. I have a 2 over here and a 2 over here. I'm going to write them down. I have a 3 here and a 3 here. I'm going to write that down. When I factor this out, I've got these numbers and I multiply them together. 2 times 2 is 4. 4 times 2 is 8. And 8 times 3 equals 24. So 24 is the length, and that is what we put over here, that 24 is the length. So here we go. This is your answers, and that's it for SB31.